Welcome to my channel. Today we're getting into 3 looks with the Cremated palette. I am very eager to get into this because if you guys haven't watched my last video where I did my swatches and my initial first review, you saw that I used a few of the shades and I'm a little concerned that they're starting to mix together and look too similar. So today I'm going to try and get some looks that are going to look different. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes, but yeah, 3 looks. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to prime my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and we're going to get into the first look. Alright, my eyes are primed, and I really like the look of this shade that I cannot pronounce and Diamond Ashes for some reason, so I am going to be basing this whole look over those 2 shades. So I'm first going to take Life Insurance, see how this shade is. Life Insurance. See, this is like the problem is like with normal like colored shadows, like doing a transition and yada yada yada. I feel like with these, since they're all gray, they all turn out to look gray even if you do a transition. So I'm gonna try my hardest to get these looks to look different, but if I can't, then I'm definitely gonna let you guys know what's up. And then I'm gonna take the shade Wednesday. I feel like majority of this eyeshadow palette only really gets you a couple of looks that look kind of different. I mean, you have like the gray, like this one I would consider like a stone gray, and then you have the kind of mauvey grays, you have the kind of greeny grays, and then you have like the smoky eye look. The shimmers are what really makes this palette, in my opinion, from what I can tell so far. So I feel like the shimmers is what kind of spreads this palette apart, because when you layer these shades up, they kind of just look gray. Like this, you can tell it's like a stone gray, but I mean, like in the long run, if you go and look through all these looks and you look at my crease, like it's all gray, you know what I mean? And then I'm also gonna put Wednesday on my lower lash line, like a very Medusa stone gray. I don't know why I just think of like Medusa with this shade. And then I'm gonna go and deepen up this crease with RIP. Hopefully, this is when it gets a little tricky, is when you put that third matte shade down to like deepen everything up. That's when it starts getting a little like muddying together, kind of a, not really like muddying together, but like blending together, and it's like, oh, you just got gray on your eyes. But like, don't get me wrong, I love this palette because like I told you guys in my last video, I don't have any gray, I don't have a lot of gray eyeshadows, so this palette is really cool to have to mix with other palettes and to just have in my collection. But you definitely are gonna have to like grays and smoky eyes to really give this palette like a good run for its money. See, if you compared this to my look in my video Monday, I feel like the only difference is the tones. So yes, this is more of like a gray, stone gray, and yesterday was a little bit more of like a muted greenish gray, but like when you put them next to each other, it's really hard to tell. And then I am gonna be cutting my crease again because I really want this diamond shade to pop with the gray. Got my crease cut, so now I'm gonna take the shade that I can't say at all, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. This one looks really pretty. It's like it's a matte, but it has like the shimmers in it. Ooh, that is really pretty. I know I have some fallout, but I hope you guys can see the like little bit of shimmer in there. And then I'm gonna go back in with RIP and blend the edges a little bit. And then now I'm gonna take Diamond Ashes. I'm gonna take this one wet and I'm gonna go right on top of that other shade and add that like wet look. Oh my, does that look so pretty? And then I'm gonna take the shade Afterlife and I'm gonna highlight my inner corner, and I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone with this shade again. Oh, I really like this shade. It's like a very wet silvery look, but it's not too silvery white. It's like a wet, cool tone. And I'm also gonna use Afterlife on my cheeks again. I think it just looks so pretty. And then I'm gonna go off of camera and do the rest of my makeup, but I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty fly liner in Chrome Wrecker. I'm also gonna use the ABH Electric Cake Liners, the white one, to do a wing, and I'll come back with the whole finished look, and then we can put on some lip gloss. And this is what it's looking like so far. I really like the white eyeliner with what I have on my lid. I think it looks really cool. But I went ahead and put on the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Delicious, because I thought like a cool tone deep mauve would look kind of cool with this gray look today. And then I'm gonna take the gloss in Heaven's Gate. I'll pop this in the center. All right, and this is what it looks like with Heaven's Gate on. I really like how this turned out. I'm having so much fun. I can never do gray toned looks. I don't really do a lot of smoky eyes, so this is a little bit more out of my comfort zone, stuff that I don't really get to do very often. Now I can do often, so I'm having a lot of fun. But this is the end of the first look. Per usual with my 3 looks 1 palettes, let me know which of the 3 looks were your favorite in the comments, and now let's get on to the second look. All right, getting into the second look, I want to do something a little bit more dramatic and not so wearable. And I really want to dip into these like dark black 2 shades over here. And so I'm first gonna take the shade RIP, and I'm gonna start by putting this in my inner corner. I know, I'm so weird. But I used to do looks like this that I'm about to do a while ago. I used to do it pretty often, and I just kind of stopped, and I really didn't want to do another like basic eye look, so I was like, well, I feel like this palette would look really pretty to do this kind of style of eyeshadow. I guess is what I could say. And then excuse if you hear any noises in the background. My neighbors decided that they're taking out their swing set today, so that's lovely. And then I'm kind of being really light-handed with whatever's left on my brush and kind of just flicking it out, like fading it out really, really lightly. But I want the majority of the depth in my inner corner. So now that I got this the way that I like it, I'm gonna take hers, which is the black shade, and I'm just gonna go in and deepen this whole look up, starting at my inner corner. Look at what a difference that black makes. And then now I'm basically gonna do the same thing to my lower lash line. I'm gonna take RIP, and then taking hers, the black shade, I'm gonna keep this pretty tight right up against my lash line, and we're gonna add some eyeliner here in a minute. And then I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in Black Card, and I'm gonna put this in my waterline. And then now I'm gonna take Angel of Death, and I'm gonna take it wet and put it pretty much right in my inner corner. Oh, this shade is so pretty. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and blend the edges a little bit. Look at that. That looks so cool. And then I'm gonna take the shade Casket Ready. Ooh, the shade. And I'm gonna pat this over this like empty space that I have. All right, I'm gonna do some black and white eyeliner off of camera because it's gonna be a little complicated, but basically I'm gonna put white on the outer corner, black, kind of do a little graphic, but you could stop here honestly and just put some mascara on, but I want to go a little bit extra. All right, I just went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup up, but I did some like graphic eyeliner, mascara, and then I put the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle lipstick in effing black on, and then I put the Jeffree Star the gloss in 6 Feet Under on top of it. And this is the finished second look, a little bit more out there, dramatic. I really wanted to do like the whole black and white kind of a thing going on that I keep seeing people do with this palette, so I wanted to jump on the trend. But I love this shimmer. This like wet looking black looks so cool. I don't know, there's something about this that's like but this is the end of the second look. Now let's get on to the third and final look. All right, so for this look, I actually put tape on my eyes. I hardly ever do this because I don't really like the way that the tape feels on my eyes, but I really want to get like a sharp line with this, so that's why we're using tape. But we're gonna start off this look with Uology. I don't know what that word says, and I don't know what that word means. And then I'm gonna put this on my outer corner and kind of focusing it on like my lash line, and then kind of just flicking it up, and then I'm gonna work it a little bit into my crease, but I'm gonna do kind of like a halo eye, so I'm gonna kind of avoid the center of my lid for the most part. And then I'm also gonna put this in my inner corner, really like rounding it out over here. And then I'm gonna take the shade Grave Digger. Pretty much gonna do the same thing, but just kind of keeping it a little lower. Every time I do a look and I'm using these matte shades, like it is just so shocking like how blendable these grays are. Like I feel like it just takes zero effort. And then just go an Angry Cash, just going back in with Uology and blending the edges. And then I'm gonna take Hearse, the black shade, and I'm gonna go right up against where that tape is and kind of do it as like an eyeliner almost, and then just like a smidgen, gosh, Cash, but just kind of lightly working it into, oh, Cash is talking over me. And now I'm gonna go back in with the other shades and blend everything out. And Cash is gonna bark some more. All right, now I'm gonna take Bridal Gown. Well, actually, I'm gonna take Casket Ready. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with this. Just adds like a nudie shade. It's been so long since I've done my eyeshadow before my foundation. It feels really weird. And then I'm gonna take the shade Last Look. I'm gonna take it with my finger and I'm gonna pat it all over. Yes, Cash. Just gonna pat it all over the center of my lid. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Diamond Ashes on my finger as well. And I'm just gonna put it right down the center. All right, I'm gonna take this tape off. Oh my gosh, my skin. Ooh, we got a line. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'm gonna come back for my lower lash line and my lip. Alright, I got pretty much the rest of my makeup done, and I went ahead and put the Fenty Stena lip paint in Unbutton on so that it has a little bit of time to dry while I'm doing my lower lash line. And then for my lower lash line, I'm gonna take hers, the black shade, and I'm gonna start following this line that we got going on. And then I'm gonna take Uology, blend that in the front part of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Palmer, however you say that word, and I'm gonna use this to highlight my inner corner. This one looks awesome. This one is pretty much the same thing as Diamond Ashes, but more of that gray silver. All right, I'm gonna finish up with the mascara and whatnot, and then I'm gonna put the gloss in Funeral Parlor on, and I'll come back to show you the final look. All right, and this is the final finished look. Let me know how you guys liked all three of these looks. Which ones were your favorite? If you guys wanted to see swatches and my first impressions of the Cremated palette, I'll have that video right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. You click on it and subscribe to my channel.